Hello. In approximately 1 month, I'm going to be 63 years old. And in my lifetime, I've experienced the assassination of John F. Kennedy. I was too young to remember it, but I mean, I was alive when it happened. I can remember the moon landing in 1969. I remember watching it on TV with my dad and then going out and looking up at the moon, and my dad was saying, like, there's people walking around up there, and it's just totally blew my mind. Um, and it really like started my love of like science and all that kind of stuff. Um, I can remember the Watergate scandal. I was really too at that point in my life just not inclined to really follow that kind of thing, but I was around for that. I do remember it being. Yeah, I can remember when Gerald Ford was sworn in. I was riding in the car, passenger, because I was too young to drive, and it was like I can remember exactly where I was at when I heard Gerald Ford was sworn in as president. It's weird that that stuck in my mind. Um, I can remember the uh, Reagan years in the 80s. Wasn't a big fan of Reagan. Not then, not now. Remember the fall of the Berlin Wall. That was the early 90s. The collapse of the Soviet Union. Um, I can remember 9/11, terrorist attacks. That's burned in my memory. Like, that day was just, one of those days that you're never going to forget as long as you live. Um, and so that was 9/11. So I can remember, the first 2016 when Trump was running for president then. That was crazy. And then, he was elected for 4 years. Now, those were some crazy years, man, as far as politics. And that was when I first started really getting involved in like protests and stuff like that. I can remember 2020 was kind of like the transformative year in my life. I mean, that was year Trump was running against Biden. That was the year the George Floyd protest when he was murdered. Um, Obviously, the pandemic that happened. Um, I guess you got to be careful how you speak of that on YouTube because it can get taken down. But I do remember that, obviously. Um, at the time I was living in Hawaii, and it was like the election year, the George Floyd, the racial protest, and the pandemic, and all that together just kind of made me into a different person than what I was before. So, uh, and then in the past 4 years, you know, I just had a lot of things going on in my personal life, and I wasn't as attuned to um, some of the things. The overturn of Roe v. Wade, attack on our personal liberties, on our bodily autonomy. That did happen. I do remember that. Um, and then that's going to open the floodgates for a lot of other things to happen that are not good. Um, so here we are in 2024. Um, Trump got reelected. Our country's going down a dark path towards fascism and Christian nationalism. Um, he wants to deport millions of people. Um, he's going to send the National Guard from red states into blue states to try to deport people. And what are the governors and police in the blue states going to do? Are they going to like, okay, or is it going to be a civil war? What's going on here? Um, I think it's amazing that I'm going to be able to watch like the collapse of the American, you know, United States of America as a country just in real time. I've seen so much, and then this is going to be not good, but interesting. And my long term game plan is to just try to stay safe. Just try to survive for as long as I can. Maybe just say, screw it, smoke some weed and go fishing or something. I guess politics is, you know, peaceful protests just didn't do nothing. So that's all I'm going to say on that. So like and subscribe if you want to, and if you don't, that's fine too. I'm doing this for me, not for anybody else. Take care and goodbye.